Hi everyone, I'm Lori with Reading with Mrs. Leaf, and welcome to my Quick Take Book Review. This week we're going to be reviewing A Fatal Groove. This book is by Olivia Blacke. It is book 2 in the Record Shop Mystery Series and will be releasing on July 25th by St. Martin's Press. Alright, summary from the publishers. I'm going to be reading off my watch. It is springtime in Cedar River, Texas. The annual Bluebonnet Festival is brewing, and the whole town is in harmony. Junie Jessup and her sister Tansy and Maggie thought opening Sip and Spin Records was going to be the biggest hurdle. But the frappuccino hits the fan when the mayor drops dead, poisoned by their delicious coffee. Since Tansy was the one to brew the coffee, and Junie was the unfortunate citizen who stumbled upon the mayor's body, the sisters find themselves in hot water. Family is everything to the Jessups, so with Tansy under suspicion, the sisters spring into action. Between the town festivities, a good old-fashioned treasure hunt, and an accidental cow in the mix, Junie will have to pull out all the stops to find the mayor's killer. Main character. Our main character is Junie Jessup. She is just returned from Oregon back to Cedar River, Texas, where she is running the Sip and Spin record shop with her sisters, Tansy and Maggie. The setting. So this book, like I said, takes place in Cedar River, Texas. This particular book will also be taking place in the springtime at the annual Bluebonnet Festival, which if you've ever been to Texas, you know they are all about their bluebonnets. And Sip and Spin Records is going to be providing not only the music for the event, but also the coffee. Our victim. This victim is Mayor Bob. He is found dead in his office holding a cup of coffee from Sip and Spin. Oh no, is he poisoned? All right, so let's talk about the plot and the characters. This particular book I just thoroughly enjoyed. It was so much fun. I actually enjoyed the treasure hunt plot line that was gone throughout this story, probably more than I did of actually solving the murder. Don't know what that says, but that was just me. So there's a lot of great characters. Like Junie is really close with her family, especially her sisters. They play well together. They banter, they sleuth, and I just really like their connection and how well they work together. That was a lot of fun. There is a little bit of a love triangle going on between Junie, Sheriff Bo, who their relationship, he is constantly telling her, please stay out of my job, let me do the investigation, won't tell her anything, but knows that she's probably going to. So that's kind of an interesting relationship. And then there's also Teddy, who she also goes on dates with, and they both know that she is seeing both of them, and he is the mailman friend from the past. Love his mother. He takes her. One thing that I really like, just random thought. One thing that I really like is in this particular one, like Junie loves her food and Teddy knows that. They are at the festival. He goes out and scopes out all the food trucks, finds out which ones he knows that she'll really like, and then their date is going to all the food trucks like, hello, take me there. She happens to win a cow, which leads to some interesting things later in the book that helps solve a few clues to helping solve the murder. So I'm not going to say how the cow helps solve some things, but she certainly does. So that was really fun. And there's her uncle, who the sheriff. So the clues to the plot in solving the mystery. Of course, there's always the wife who she was away on a cruise, but she can still be a suspect. There is the councilman. I can't remember her name, but she was very quick to take over his job, and she's kind of a real nosy lady, so she is a suspect. And there is quite a few people, including Junie's uncle, who were involved with the mayor in trying to solve this decades-old treasure hunt. So there are quite a few suspects that were after this map and another few other clues that the mayor had in his possession. So they're kind of parallel running together. Like everybody's trying to find the treasure, solve that treasure hunt, and then the mayor's all involved and they intertwine, and it was just a really fun mystery, and I loved how it all came together, and I love how all the bluebonnets played into it. Now let's talk about the cover. I really love the covers of Cozy Mysteries. They are some of my favorites. The cat is he was inherited with the building that their uncles or their grandparents used to actually run, and he is quite the character. He's not a huge presence in this story, in this particular book, but he is still around. I really like the coffee, especially since it is quite the suspect in this particular book as a motive, or not a motive, but a method of how the mayor died. And I really like that it included the bluebonnets there on the table, because they have a huge presence in this book, not only because of the Bluebonnet Festival, but because of the big treasure hunt. All right, so my final thoughts about this book. I give this book 5 stars. I really enjoyed it. This book had not only great characters with a lot of banter and just a lot of character and depth to them. It was a good mystery. I don't know, like I said, I loved the whole story of the town and the treasure hunt a lot more than the actual solving the murder mystery, but I'm totally okay with that. That is sometimes the heart of a cozy mystery, is the rest of the book, not the actual murder. And this book had such a strong sense of place, especially all this history about Texas and the bluebonnets, and I just really enjoyed that. I have only seen Texas bluebonnets once. I've only been to Texas once, but I did get to see them. We do have mountain lupin here, which I think here in Montana, which I think are kind of related. I'm gonna have to look that up. But yeah, I really like this book. I love the sisters, the store, all of the coffee drinks that they have really punny names, usually music related, and I really can't wait to read what's coming next in book 3. So I hope you guys pick this book up, and can't wait to hear what y'all think about it.